if you have a German proficiency of B1 or B2, and even if you are a little bit confident that you can handle interview in German, let's just not say the whole interview, but I think if you are able to understand what they are saying, if you are able to manage the introduction. Hi everyone, welcome to the second part of my video series called Working in Germany. So this video is all going to be about finding a job, making the job application, and preparing the documents like cover letter and CV. So if you have not watched the first part of my video, this is the video, and it was all about my experience as going through the job application and interview process here in Germany after finishing my masters. So you can check it out, and also you can even subscribe to my channel, YouTube channel. It encourages me to create more content for you, but also it will notify you whenever I'll post a new content for you. All right. So initially, in the last part of my video, I had told that this video series is going to be helpful for not only the students studying in Germany, but also for people who want to apply for job directly from India or from abroad. So basically, my most of the audience is from India, so I wanted to include those in this video series. So the thing here is, the initial part of this video, initial few minutes of this video, are going to be for people who wants to apply for job directly from abroad. So if you are a student studying in Germany, or even if you are applying from India, as for master's program or bachelor's program, you can skip this part, and you can, I have even have mentioned the timeline in my video description. You can just click on it and it will directly take you to the part where I'll start explaining the things. All right. So if you're not a student, then just please pay attention to this. So the thing is, the German federal government has initiated a program called Make It in Germany. So they are encouraging people, the professionals who wants to come and work in Germany, and they are providing all the information through a job portal called Make It in Germany. So this job portal actually tells you all the things that I need that you need to know, basically from looking for a job to making what type of visa you want and start living in Germany. So let me just take you there and just give you a little tour of the portal and tell you how this thing works. Let's go. This is the Make It in Germany portal by the federal government. Now, if you explore the fields, that then you will come to know that this is a know-how on the things that you should know before you come to Germany. So things that you should know for applying for a job, looking for a job, or visa, what type of visa you should apply, or even when you come to live in Germany, what are the things that you should know. So if you explore a little bit more, then you will get to know. There are even some videos that you can follow and watch about coming to Germany. And when I say that you can look for a job, or even when you can also find a job ads here on this portal. So let's take a look that what are the ads that you are going to find here are registered with the Federal Employment Agency in Germany. So it is called as Bundesagentur für Arbeit in German, and you can find job ads there. So the ads that you can see here, the company ads or the job positions that you can find, that means that the companies are expecting applications from abroad as well. So you can look for a job as per your skill. So let's say I want to look for a job here as a software developer, then I'll find the job ads related to it. So you can even look into the details of any job position, yeah, and see if you are a fit for it. So you will find the job ads sometimes in German or in English as well. So let's take a look. So yeah, so the ads here is in German, and you can even you can even translate it, and you can get in touch with the Federal Employment Agency to see if you need any help. Okay. So now this was all about looking for a job here via this portal, the Make It in Germany portal. But this is not it. If you stick to the end of this video, then you will get to know more, and I am going to share more tips on how you can find a job using other options. All right, the information I'm going to share with you now is applicable for both students and professionals. So now let me start with a very basic question. How do you find a job opening? There are multiple ways. You can even use a social networking sites like LinkedIn. Here in Germany, Xing is widely used. Other than that, there are job portals like Stepstone, Indeed, or Monster. So you can use that. Now, if you can even tell me that what is new in this. You already knew it, okay. But here in this video, I'm going to show you how I used to do it, how I used to use these type of portals or social networking sites to find a suitable job opening for me, and how it used to benefit me, how I used to find a correct job position for myself. Okay, so other than that, the other way I used to use was the company website. So I believe it is the most reliable source of information, basically because the companies update their website, update their career pages time to time, and then they change their openings or change the status of the opening, whether it is open or closed. So by that you can get to know about the about like correctness of the job position, basically. So let me show you how I used to how I used to do it. So let's go. So here I have opened the LinkedIn job search. I have searched for jobs here on this LinkedIn, and it's showing me job recommendation based on my profile, because my profile is related to embedded software. So it's showing me the job openings relevant to it. Here on the social job portals like Stepstone, I have searched for ADAS engineer, and it's showing me some companies who has openings related to ADAS. And all right, so but here not all of these job openings are relevant to me, or job all of these job openings are useful to me. Let me show you how. So let's take one job opening here at Schindler Group. Now, if I go through all these requirements, and if I find it suitable to my profile, and I like it, so that I just want to apply it now. But if I see it here, it says that the job was posted 1 month ago. Now I am not sure whether should I apply to this job position or not, because it is old. So what I want to do now is just go to the company profile and check whether there is another job opening, or if it is still there, if the job opening is still there. So I'll just look for Schindler Group careers on their website, and now here I know like which position I want to look for. So I want to just look for embedded, so I will just search it right away. And now here I can see that job, one embedded software engineer job, which was posted on August 6th. Now this is relevant to me, and this is new. The job position is new. So I will just go to the job, see if it is still suitable to my profile, and if it is, then I will straight away apply for this job. All right. Now this was just one example. The other example we could take is, let's take here. Now even this job position here is relevant, is relevant to me. I would like to apply, but here on this LinkedIn, we have this easy apply option, but you can still go to the company website and again look for a job. Now even here on the Stepstone, I prefer to look just for the companies, here on LinkedIn as well, and on Stepstone as well. I will just look for my job skill, and then if I get to know the company names, then it's easier for me to just go to the company website and look for the latest job position. Because anyway, when you are applying for the job, I will still be going to the company website, checking the company products and all, to prepare the cover letter, and then I will be applying to the job. So why not just go to the company website right away when you come to know about the position, and check if it is relevant to you, or if it is new, the job position is new, and then prepare the document. So I think this is how I prefer to search job for myself. After this, you may think that it's a lot of trouble, or it's a lot of work to go through to find a job, and you might know a better way as well. So it's not a problem. I wanted to share how I used to do it, and what used to work for me, and this is how it used to work for me. So other way to find a job is, I think, through job fairs. Okay, so what happens here in Germany is, like, there could be virtual or in-person job fairs. So the companies come together, like a lot of companies, and they set up a booth at one place. You can go to any company. There will be their representatives. You can go and ask them about the company culture or work environment, or what kind of job openings they have currently open, and how you can apply. So you can just go talk to them, and if that interests you, you can even go online, and you can apply from the company websites. So this is also one of the way to find a job. Okay, all right. Now you have got to know about the finding a job. Now let's move through. Let's move towards making a job application. All right. So now I believe here in this case it would be better to show you, instead of just explaining. Okay. So I think I would like to go through actual an application. So let me just make an actual application to a company, and with that I will be simultaneously explaining what are the things that are important and how you should do it. So let me give you a walkthrough of making a job application. Before we move towards my screen and start making the application, let me just quickly answer a basic but very important question that you might have, is in what language you should make the job application, whether it should be English or German. So I believe in this case is if you have a German proficiency of B1 or B2, and even if you are a little bit confident that you can handle interview in German, let's just not say the whole interview, but I think if you are able to understand what they are saying, if you are able to manage the introduction part, I think you can even switch it to English after during the interview as well. So it's not a problem. But if you are not, if that is not the case, then make it in English only. Let's just not make the recruiter interpret that you know the language, you know the German, and even if you don't. All right, so I found a job position and I went through the details of it and I liked it. So I just want to apply now. So in the end, I will just start applying from the company page itself. Now the thing here is it depends on the company to company. Every company these days they want you to create an account with them, and so that they can keep track of your application. So if you apply multiple for multiple positions, so initially you have to fill in some details about your name, email ID, phone number, and um, so basically there would be some stages of this questionnaire that they will ask you, and in the end you have to attach some documents, upload some documents. So now here the CV and the cover letter are must. So let me just slowly go through what each attachment means. So you know this CV is your resume and cover letter. So let me just quickly go through how you can make your CV and cover letter. Okay, so here in this video I'm not going to give a tutorial of exactly how you should be making the CV, but it just what are the things that are important and that you should include. So I'm going to talk about that. So here in Germany, when you apply for a job, the CV should be in the European format. So I am using this Europass. It's an official European CV maker. They assist you in creating the CV or cover letter. So, but there are any other multiple websites from which you can create such resume or CVs, and they have their own templates. As an example, I am using this Europass format, and now I'll just show you how I made my CV. So basically, with this website, I can make CV in English or German. It's up to me. I'm making the CV in English. So the first thing that I want in my CV is an overview about my profile and what I'm looking with this job or with this CV. So, and the more important details are your email, the valid email address, and your phone number. Other than that, the address and the photo here is it's not mandatory, but again, it's disputable thing. Like there are so many arguments whether to put your CV in, whether to put your photo in the CV or not. But it's up to you. But other than that, you can mention your address and the LinkedIn or the social networking profiles if you have. So these are the important details here in the first section. Other than that, you can mention your work experience details. Now you just have to keep it short, and you don't do not mention a lot of details about your job, like all the responsibilities which are necessary for the current job or the job you are applying. Just mention those only, and you can mention your internship or work student experiences or thesis experiences, any of that. All right, now the next part is about your mentioning your educational details. So here I would say, or whatever your educational details are, you can mention. But uh, if you have any gaps, or if you have to mention those. Like if the gap is more than 6 months, I think the German recruiters, they want to know what you did in that gap period. So if they found out if there is a gap in your resume, they will specifically ask you. So better you just mention it, even if it is not even if you didn't do anything in that, you can just mention as a gap and you can explain that in cover letter. So it's up to you. All right, so this was about it. Now that you can mention your skills, the language skills, how good you are in whatever languages you know. Okay, Now the part comes about mentioning your skills that are important, okay, because that's what stands out to recruiters. The first thing they look into it is the skills, and with that you can mention the project details as well. So the relevant project details, the description should be crisp and short. Don't mention too many details. And other than that, you can mention your the other skills like your hobbies, your interests, the organizational skills, basically, or something else like recommendations if you have, or publications if you have any, if you have done that. So you can mention you can mention all of that in your resume and just go through it. So later you can select a template based on this and uh, just go through it. All right. So this was about the CV, and this is how you can make CV. Now talking about the cover letter part, here I think it's nearly the same format. You can just edit the format, but what I will just tell you what you should look for in the cover letter, what you should include in the cover letter. So basically, first part would be how did you come to know about the job, and you can mention why does this job interest you. Okay. So other than that, next paragraph would be introducing yourself, explaining your skills, or you can use examples of your previous job or previous education, and you can mention why do you want to work for this company, basically. So you have to mention that, and in the end you can end it with your describing who you are as a person, and about your interest or hobbies. And this is how you can make your cover letter. It should be like 3 to 4 paragraphs, mostly, and it should not be more than 1 page. So this is how you can make the cover letter, and once it is done, you can just convert it into PDF format, and here you can upload it. All right, so now this is done. The job reference part, where you know what happens here in Germany, whenever you leave one job, they give you one recommendation letter, that you can use it to apply for a next job. So you can use those if you have, even if you are like, if you have worked in India, if you have got any recommendation letters or references, you can use those here. The additional documents would be like anything about your, if you are a student, then matriculation certificate or anything relevant to the job. So sometimes companies even mention what they want to uh, what they want to get from you as a document. So they will mention it. So this is how I think you will make an application, and I'll just submit it. And that's it. That's how you look for the job, make the application, and prepare the documents. So these were my tips about making the job application. I tried to cover as many things that I could in the short span, but again, I'm sure that you will figure out things, you will research on your own, and see what suits better, what suits you better. So this is all in this making the job application video. But again, that this is not the end. In the next week, I will post one more video in the Working in Germany series about interview questions. In that, I'll talk about what are the interview rounds, what questions you can expect, and how you can answer those. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. That is important. It really means a lot to me, and again, it will also notify you when I post a new video. All right. So this is all for today, and I'll see you in the next week.